So look, let's go through his statement. Let's read it out. I'm sure everybody's probably heard it, but just in case you haven't, I feel like it's only fitting that we start with that today and go through Trent's statement. So bear with me while I just get my notes up here. So this is what Trent had to say. After 20 years at Liverpool Football Club, now is the time for me to confirm that I will be leaving at the end of the season. This is easily the hardest decision I've ever made in my life. Now let's just stop it at that for 1 second. This is the hardest decision he's ever made in his life. The multi-millionaire, the hardest decision that he's had to make in his pampered arse life was which multi-million contract to take. Whether to take the one in the city that I professed to love and grew up in and wanted to captain the team of, or run over to Real Madrid. Boo fucking who. Really tough decision that, Trent. I mean, wow. If that's the hardest decision you've had to make in your life, then you've led a very sheltered and fortunate life, my friend. He went on to say, I know many of you have wondered or been frustrated that I haven't spoken about this yet. No, we've knew you're a coward, Trent. We've known exactly why you haven't spoken about it, because you're a coward, but we go on. But it was always my intention to keep my full focus on the team's best interest, which was securing number 20. Yeah, you did that by letting us get rinsed in the media, Trent. Oh, and also, you know the game against Man United where he was awful and we all called him out for being awful and we were told that he's professional and that he's fully focused and shown no signs of it? Well, apparently he doesn't even remember playing that game. That's how up his arse, up his own arse his head was. But again, we're lied to and told that these things don't impact players and that these things don't impact performances on the pitch, even though the player now himself has admitted it. So once again, I want to take this as an opportunity to say to everybody, don't believe everything that the club put out. Because the club have to do certain things. Arna has to be statesmanlike. Arna has to be protective of his squad. So I never expect him to be blunt and honest. This is where the journalists earn their crust, in my opinion. And once again, they're left wanting. Because I've not read a single piece from any of them, as of yet, that suggests that Trent's left the city high and dry. It's all just more puff piece bollocks. But anyway, let's carry on with his statement. The club has been my whole life, my whole world for 20 years. From the academy right through until now. The support and love I felt from everybody inside and outside of the club will stay with me forever. I will forever be in debt to you all. So much so that he made sure the club got nothing and ran off to Madrid. Because they didn't want to pay for him. Because they didn't value him that much. But anyway, I'll continue on with his crocodile tears statement. But I've never known anything else. And this decision is about experiencing a new challenge. Taking myself out of my comfort zone and pushing myself both professionally and personally. I've given my all every single day. I've been at this, been at this club, and I hope that you think I've given back to you during my time here. From the bottom of my heart, I thank everybody, my coaches, my managers, my teammates, the staff, and our incredible supporters for the last 20 years. I've been blessed enough to live out my dreams here, and I will never ever take for granted the special moments I've been fortunate enough to have lived through with you all. My love for this club will never die. And then about an hour later, a statement comes out saying he was dreaming about playing for Real Madrid as a child. There you go. So, again, it's just more manipulated bollocks. It was his dream all of his life to captain Liverpool. It means more winning trophies here than anywhere else until somebody flashes their eyelashes at him and his mate Duke gets in his ear and then he fucks off to Madrid. And he dreamt about playing for Madrid since he was a child. I'll let you decide whether you want to believe that or not. Stevie Boy said, I get the feeling this was planned 2 years ago. The signing on fee is 40 mil. 20 mil is what I'm seeing reported, by the way. But either way, you know, it's kind of irrelevant. 20 mil, 40 mil, whatever it is. He's getting a big signing on fee. And I believe it was planned 2 years ago as well. Because he's starting to play the whole I didn't feel like the club wanted me card. Read some articles today and you'll see that come out. Because the club were in transition at the time. Jurgen was leaving, Schmadtke was leaving, there was sporting directors in and out, and Trent felt like he wasn't being prioritised. Boo-hoo. Boo-fucking-hoo. Trent spoke and is acting like a politician, lied about wanting to be the next Gerrard, and then shafted us. Yep. Dreamt about captaining the club, was probably 2 years away from doing it, and ran off to Madrid. So, again, like I say, people just need to read between the lines and people need to just understand that human nature at times is human nature. I've always said to you that the contract situation was going to be a distraction for Virgil, for Mo and for Trent. All of them. The club and Arna tried to tell us it wasn't, because they can't tell us the truth. But human nature is that it was in their heads. Mo said it was in his head, Virgil said it was in his head, and now Trent has just confirmed that he doesn't even remember the United game because it was in his head. But we were all told that they're professionals and that us being outraged or frustrated by it or thinking it might undermine the season is unfair. Well, how about the fans? Because yet again, I feel like we're the ones that's opinions or feelings aren't being considered here. The poor little pampered multi-millionaires' feelings must be looked after. No! While you're in the camp, yes. But when you're against us, you're against us. And you consciously made that decision. So for me and for many other people now, Trent is the opposition, the enemy. And his Liverpool folklore and legend, over. You will always be credited for what you achieved. You were part of a team that won 2 Premier Leagues, a team that won a European Cup and lots of other trophies. And yes, you represented the club with distinction. But all that goodwill goes out the window when you leave the way you did. For free and manipulate the situation over a very long time. Alex Roach said, wishing him all the best. If it was me, I would join Madrid. No problem with that as well, Alex. You're absolutely entitled to have that opinion, my friend. Even pushing aside the Trent part for a minute, Alex, for me, I just despise Real Madrid and everything that they are and are about. Their entitlement, their arrogance, I just don't... They are the antithesis of everything Liverpool are. And everything Liverpool stands for as a city and everything as a football club. And Real Madrid are the exact opposite of that. So for me, I just don't understand that decision, but I respect the fact that you think differently. But I want to just show you something, right? So everyone that's watching us, watch the difference between these 2 posts from Liverpool Football Club. I'm going to bring up a full screen image for you now. So on the left, you'll see Liverpool Football Club's post when Divock Origi was leaving. And it reads, Divock Origi will leave the club when his contract expires at the end of June. Thank you for an incredible 8 years of service and leaving us with so many special memories. At Divock Origi, Liverpool legend. So that's the context for when Divock left the club. Today, Liverpool posted this. Trent Alexander-Arnold has informed Liverpool of his intention to leave the club this summer upon the expiry of his current contract. End of post. Do you see the difference there? One of them did it the right way and the club credit him and thank him for his memories. The other one is slithering his way out the back door, having shafted everyone, and the club just put out a factual statement. No emotion, no thanks, no nothing. Just straight to the point, a statement that Trent has informed the club that he wants to go. There's a big difference there, and it's clearly annoyed the club as well, as much as they will be professional about it. I'm sick of being told how to feel. We should not bow down and let him out of his contract early. Also, Maka for vice captain. Well, I agree with you on the Maka shout. I absolutely love Maka, and I think he'd be an incredible vice captain, as well as Mohamed Salah, of course. Let me say this. That telling fans how to feel part sticks in my throat as well, mate. And I'm talking about mainly journalists and media at this point and former players, because they've no right to tell us what we should or shouldn't feel. We can feel however we feel, and we're old enough and wise enough and have been around long enough to figure out these situations for ourselves and know how we feel about them. And like we've seen with some posts today, there are going to be people who say Trent was a great servant and I wish him well. And truly, I respect that opinion as well.